So we originally created the Fast Track programme over 10 years ago because we wanted to be able to identify, recruit and retain fantastic young talent.
The Fast Track programme is a graduate leadership programme. It's for people that it's their kind of first entry-level role into a company. It's a really exciting, engaging programme where you have a mentor who's looking after you and kind of nurturing and creating your career pathway. We also have a huge amount of engagement from the senior leaders, which is invaluable, which is something that other graduate development programmes don't necessarily have. So we have their buy-in and full support, which really is instrumental in making the programme work so successfully.
In an organisation as big as ours, you might not know what the next steps might be, and so that open-mindedness comes from, I might not know about this detail, so it's about taking that bit of a leap of faith.
I think one of the other things we really look for is natural curiosity. And I mean curiosity in learning about the business that we run. So we don't expect you to know everything, and you can only learn a lot of it with us here on the job. We don't want you to have a predestined exact plan of where you think you're going to be. It's really about you working with us and us working with you to open you to different opportunities and possibilities as we develop you, that we can maybe turn your head to something you hadn't even thought about before.
Fast Track is a 10-year programme. You start in a business phase, so in that sense you're really learning the core foundational building blocks of the company, ideally in a sales or operational role, and then you'll hopefully move into the management phase of the programme, and then that's leading a small team within that, and then from that management phase then you ultimately hopefully would end up in that leadership phase of the programme, which is running a large team and executing strategy.
I think one of the most important things is really getting to understand the business, but also getting to understand the people within the business. Take the opportunity to build those relationships. Get to know people in different parts of the business, not just in the part of the business that you're in.
Flight Centre is not just a travel company. There's so many different roles. You know, there's finance, there's supply, there's IT, there's a whole host of things, marketing. You know, we've got a whole host of everything. You know, you want to do it, I'm sure that we've got a space in the company for it, to be honest. It's a global company as well, so we've got, you know, roles elsewhere. You can have exposure to that. We've got a girl in Brisbane at the moment doing a placement there, which is really exciting. So, yeah, there's amazing opportunities in all aspects of the travel industry.
Before I joined Flight Centre, I was a student living that typical student life, but also knowing in the back of my mind that the big wide world was out there.
Before I came to Flight Centre Travel Group, I was studying a BSc in psychology at King's College London. I've always had a curiosity and a passion for travel.
I spent 5 months travelling last year, which is where my love of travel really came from. I think it's a really fast-paced, growing industry, especially after COVID. It's hugely on the rise.
I was fresh out of university and I was looking for a job in travel because of the exciting industry that it is, and I just wanted a company that had lots of opportunities and lots of different roles, so it really appealed to me.
So you have your mentor, which is someone that you can really weigh heavily on. They've been in the company for a vast amount of years themselves. They've got huge industry knowledge. So you've got myself as the programme director who can help support, carve your journey and help recommend areas that you might not necessarily have thought of yourself. You also have a buddy who's a peer, so someone that's been in the same situation as you, maybe just a year ahead, so they can kind of talk to you about the day-to-day, the role.
So I like to interact with my mentees as regularly as they want to interact with me. I think it's one of my responsibilities to ensure that I can open doors for them, provide them access to people that they may or may not have met in the past. So I want to keep it casual, but at the same time provide them all the support that they need.
The number one reason I would recommend the Fast Track programme to someone would be exposure to senior stakeholders internally and externally.
Sometimes actually it's been hugely rewarding seeing some of the young talent that I saw back 10, 11 years ago. They're now in some hugely senior important roles, some global as well. And actually it doesn't take a decade. Some of these people achieve that level of role and responsibility within 3, 4, 5 years. And it's brilliant. It's rewarding of their hard work, their enthusiasm, their expertise and their delivery, which is all of what it's about.
Fast Track has been great for me because it's given me access to a mentor who I can bounce ideas and concerns off. It's given me a lot of information on development days where I can learn about different parts of the business that I probably wouldn't know anything about otherwise. And it's just been a brilliant networking opportunity as well with both mentors and fellow mentees.
So development days are a great way of just networking with people. So you've got all your peers, all your fast track peers. You can meet and discuss their roles. Also, all the mentors are there, so you can get to know other mentors, which are senior leaders within the company. And just kind of developing yourself individually is obviously a key point of it. You know, there's influencing skills sessions, presentational skills sessions, leadership sessions. There's so many, a variety of things that you can get to take into your day-to-day role.
I found the development days really useful. I think it's a chance to network with your like-minded peers and also the chance to catch up with people who are in a similar position to you. It's also a good way to see how different placements look and how people are enjoying what they're doing. And so it does give you an idea of maybe potentially what you'd want to do next.
I've also been enrolled into an introduction to management course provided by the company, which I'm really enjoying so far, and it's definitely given me a great foundation of skills that I've taken forward into my current placement and many more placements to come, I'm sure.
I find it actually very inspirational working with young business leaders. I learn a lot, so it's not a one-way activity at all. It's very much learning from people who have different experiences in life.
Bringing in new talent to the organisation, it's amazing for us as a business, but it's also interesting to see what it can do from the perspective of our customers. We are working with customers of different ages, and so therefore it's great to make sure that we're interacting with our customers with fresh talent that we've got coming into our organisation that are thinking differently to someone potentially of myself that's been in the organisation for 20 years.
So we want new talent really to bring in some new energy, more excitement, some new ideas. You know, we're looking for different genders, different diversities. All of it gives a fresh perspective to the company and really helps us drive the company forward.
There's no mould when it comes to what a fast track participant looks like, and such different skill sets are so important to the company that if you're thinking about it, you should just do it.
I definitely recommend the Fast Track programme. It gives you so much flexibility. It's a company that really listens to your voice and to the direction that you want your career to go in. You can progress really quickly. You get to give it a lot of autonomy from the get-go.
If you're interested in travel, you're interested in business, and you like an international setting with exposure to some really, really high up people, just give it a go. What have you got to lose? It's pretty good.